This morning, and I am Jennifer Sonko. Should I start singing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, for me, actually, I don't want to reveal that now. I'm getting younger.
Togal program bi continue yaa ngi mag nag.
I'm getting younger.
Mr. Mbodj sa xale bi xam naa ne kontaan nga parce que sa nit la nag.
Xale lay màgga.
Xale màgg na.
Yokk nga wan mooy ya.
Waaw maa ngi xaw a mbéj de. maa ngi ñëw léegi pour mbéj. Du noonu. Yeah.
Well, anyway, happy birthday, Mr. Mbodj. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. It's always good to have you here. So, tell us, how do you feel? It's your birthday today. You know, maybe I'm gonna plan thing I say to say aduna yalla nako yalla defal.
Well, can you imagine my birthday is today? Yeah. I have to wake up and start reminding people.
Look how?
I don't even know. Facebook, me Facebook.
What?
Now they stop sending people about my birthday notification. Can you imagine? This morning, Mantay Hulo, suma birthday be Hulo la ko def.
Hulo nga ko dore.
I was like, I mean, office, take my suma birthday. Why can't you people just wish me?
Why anyway, ñu la ñaanal
you had to remind them. They had forgotten about it.
Why 6 February, a great man was born.
Yeah.
And that's Ebrima birthday.
And I'm happy that I know you. And one thing that I can say is the fact that dara yengalula.
No.
Man lolo manesio. Dara yengalula dara safula.
It's not possible. It's not work.
Te aduna bi nak bo bëggé dem dara bum la yengal dara bum la saf.
Man comme suma life bi numa ko def moy nothing yengalut ma. Comme noko waxe.
Te Mr. Mbodj dafa melni mo la jangal lool.
Waaw.
Mr. Mbodj mi ma gis ni dara yengalu ko.
Xam nga so xamé foy tek sa tanka rek do sona. Understand nga? You live your life with the simple formula. Understand nga? Mota man not home, not office, not work. Liggéey neexewu ko office kër ne li fi neewu ko suma diggante ak suma collègues yi ñëpp laa amal jaama okay so da nga xam fooy teg sa tànk rek
mashallah
a child among men will soon become a man du noonu
absolutely
ñu ngi laa ñaanal nga fekkee ko at yu bëree bëri doom yi yàlla def si barke jabar bi yàlla def ko muy gën a beeli
waaw loolu am na solo de waaye seet na xanaa
seet du fi amee
seet du ñëw
sa jabar nay gën a beeli rek na beeli gën a nice yëpp dem
waaw noonu la
but anyway welcome to the program. We were just tuning in. You're watching QTV this morning. It's always good to be here. We always feel good about the fact that we get to accompany you every morning at home or at work. So lan mooy suñu African proverb bi? What's our African proverb?
Oh, already A tree is bent while it is still wet. A tree is bent while it is still wet. Bii daf ma remind comme si démba I think yesterday ñu ngi am benn guy suñ biir kër. It's more of limon kawe. You know what the limon kawe tree? It's lime, but it's a bigger lime. So we have that in our house. Boobu dafa dinga. Mu ngi dinga ba def ni suma papa taxaw si banta bi si guyi limon bi. Mu ne ma ne I will find another maybe beneen banta ma ñëw ma attach ko fii because bale dafa dem ba tëdda so pour mu mun a taxaw ma ne ko ne bii moom bii depuis bu mu nekkee bu ndaw lañ ko waroon a lifin waaye léegi it's late yeah so that reminds me
Mr. Mbodj, what does this tell you?
It's very interesting wax nga dëgg de bu wetee ci nga ko dee mun a taalil rather than mu demee ba dëgër absolutely so ni nga gis ne the sort of proverbs and they tend to apply more to kids when they are younger. It's really when you can instill good behavior, good things in them whilst they're younger. In them maybe mak dañu dafa digger. It's difficult to instill good behavior and stuff like that in them.
Yeah, I think that is it. A tree is bent while it is still wet. Most of the time, like you said, it's associated to children. Straighten them, guide them, provide them the required guidance while, they're still young. Because the moment they get older, then they're used to the attitudes that they used to have. But this also, has to do with systems that are put in place when it comes to governance, when it comes to institutions. You want to do things earlier so that the people there will get used to it rather than waiting for years when people get used to a specific system and then you are planning to change it. It just has to do with, currently we are talking about system change, we are talking about transforming things. It is not a one-day thing because dafa am system bu yaga bu fa nekkon bo xamne fokk ñu change ko. It requires going down to the grassroots to change those things for us to have the everlasting change that we seek. So there are just certain things, when you want them, you have to start them at the earlier stages, just so you can change mindsets, you know, systems in place and everything to ensure people get used to it and people go in accordance with those things, because lu nekk mean la.
Wow, I'm glad that mention nga come swing system, like systems num de dohe. I mean, certain things they need to be done at the initial stage.
Exactly.
Formula bobu bepare, you know, certain mechanisms to be put in place at the initial stage. So, Mota, it's difficult in Africa because mugi melni come the beginning wasn't good, you know. So, pour nga go back to that, nga try pour def lolu, it's going to be very complicated. Although it's possible, because you know a bad beginning makes a good ending, you know. So, why hamna ne lu neka
a bad beginning la?
A bad beginning makes a good ending.
Si ban context?
Wow, lolu, it's more of a proverb.
You
don't have to surrender. I mean, your beginning should not determine your future.
Why in this context? So, context B.
In this context, fine. Why I am collecting that from another proverb. You know, manjango nako school. It's telling you a bad beginning makes a good ending. Because buneke na tay yo sa beginning be. It depends on you for nga muna change. Understand? Munga to nga reflect. Okay, fine. You don't need to cling into maybe swing governance system. You don't have to say, okay, nila for melon. We have to live there. We have our rights to change. We have, you know, that power to stand and change from the beginning. Muneka a very good ending.
Man agree with Masilolo because so buge in the lolo dang ma jahase man jahasona te Mr. Mboj nduru na maku jahaso. Reason is because so say there's a context proverb bini do mona dem because fi mong la won a bad beginning do lead to something positive because mong la won a tree is bent while it is still wet. So which means beginning bi fok mu régler pour ending bi muna régler in this context.
Man, I am speaking in the context bo xamne amna ño xamne am nañ fi a bad beginning. At the end of the time am nañ a good
beginning bobu beginning boy wax nonu do ko mëna wax ci fi.
No, I know for why
am nañu am bad beginning depending on ci ban context nga xamé.
These are two different things.
This is Mr. Mboj lum ko fi indé du ñu jaxase.
Mang la wonne because laal nañ governance, laal nañ systems. Understand nga our systems are already bad. Understand nga that doesn't mean our future should be bad. Okay.
Why let's
put it this way, yeah. Out here we're talking about two different things. You're finally a bad beginning. Did not learn. As it were. I made my mistakes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's where I'm landing, baby.
I made my mistakes, so did not learn. Correct. It doesn't necessarily determine things will be bad. That's time I understand your point. Initially, what I put in the right frame, pull you deaf whatever, saying institutions you pull you move on. But interestingly with institutions, nothing is ever born fully formed. Gradually, ninga hardly, nga gain lily, hardly, gain lily, as you know, institution banger they grow up and stuff like that. In the end, we are all really talking about the same thing. It's easier to set in train maybe the culture of an institution from the beginning. I think that's really what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's it, set in train, even though recognizing that gradually you'll have to tweak it here and there.
You will.
That's it.
You will.
Suit reality, as it were, all the vagaries and the turning points and the like. But that's essentially what it is.
I totally
Try
agree
to put
with that.
in frame, you know, the right stuff, the primary pillars of whatever you want to do, put in place early on, then nurture. This is we nurture kids and gardens, nurture when we grow.
I totally agree with that. It's sort of bringing the culture that you want to see continue and then put in the little changes, like you said, as you go by. So I think I totally agree with that. Ebrima, daf ñu bëggoon a confuse xam nga tey ba déem la mu ngi mag te nit moom buy mag rek
indulge.
Wow.
Just for today.
Tey mom dañ la balal xoolal lu la neex def.
Man xam nga tey buguma ben trouble.
Waaw lu la neex def
Today is my birthday.
Waaw lu la neex
Tey
def
buguma ben trouble.
But anyway, let's go for our short break, and when we come back, we'll head right on to the newspaper review. Don't go anywhere.
Opticalia is a leading European brand which is now in the Gambia. Are you looking for glasses? Then you have come to the right place. As a first step, we will perform an eye exam to ensure we prescribe the correct lenses for you. After that, you can select a frame of your choice. We have a variety of brands in stock, and you will definitely find yours. You can have the full package of frame plus lenses starting from $990 up to more for the most fashionable options. Once you find a frame you like, your lenses will immediately be edged by our lab technician. Within 30 minutes, you will be able to leave with your prescription glasses and a huge smile on your face. How amazing is that? Visit us at the Tropic Shopping Center near Senegambia from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day of the week, or call us on 503-4411 or 7767-123.
Welcome back from that short break. If I just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning, and I am Jenna Sonko, joined by my amazing co-host here, who's a birthday boy today. In fact,
birthday man.
Yeah, with gifts to Ki rider la amete what
Ki
bugot mamuda wal
Honda la. Lui problem bi tay. Suñ birthday bi dafa wara special.
Okay.
Bepa fancy this morning.
Wow.
Bepa fancy weltare.
Wow.
Tay dama bëgga pour ñu man, I'm going to request for my gifts. All right, so QTV mu ngi nii bunta yaa ngi nii.
Ebrima Balde jege naa ko jege boo xam ne xam naa lim gën a soxla rafetut muy sol helmet si dëkk bi.
But what about if I love my helmet?
Buñ la tegaree Ferrari nga jël ko yow it.
Ferrari nag lu ko fuel du yomba de. Mr. Mbodj, Ferrari is one thing, but to fuel it too is another thing.
You know, I missed you, and I was crying all along when you were in here last week. So it's always good to have you here. You know, melts my heart. So what's that? The point?
That's the point here, baby. All right. So GRA indebted to Gambian media. How? Mr. Mbodj, lolu war nañ ko xam de. OIC Gambia Deputy CEO says airport VVIP lounge among world's best. Abon duga nguma fufu de man ma fa wara dem duga ma hol.
Dina bax.
All right. They said secure point demands payment of 164 million from government, NAO reveals. And Barrow confirms prosecution of torture, disappearance, crimes not provided under Gambian law. Mission of judiciary remains constant. That's the CJ. That's what we have on the Point newspaper.
Yeah, so here, this is for we have Gambia marks commencement of legal year, and also IEC to commence issuing nomination forms from 15 February. And also President Barrow lays foundation stone for solar power plant. So the legal year and the constitutional reform process is the editorial. So moving away from that, here it says Barrow's security is poor under Senegalese bodyguards. And also the CG of the Gambia Revenue Authority says failure of tax payment a challenge to national development. And here President Adama Barrow urges legal personnel to be ethical and professional in their work. It seems that is all if we have, unless for lawyer Martin endorsing Talib Ahmed Bensouda ahead of the local government elections. And also I saw on another headline on another newspaper actually disclosing that Bakari Baji is interested in the Kanifing municipality's seat.
That's the mayoral election.
That's the mayoral election. To start with that, Mr. Mbodj, we saw that he previously contested, you know, with under team Bakari Baji, I can remember, and then he couldn't make it. Now he is the Minister for Youth and Sports, not confirmed yet, but according to the papers and according to an interview on Hell, he did say he has interest. What's your take on that?
Yeah, he has every right to say that he has interest. And if the National People's Party decide to elect him or select him to contest the mayoralty, why not? It is as simple as that. And then we'll see what happens, whether he can dislodge Talib Bensouda.
Yeah, so do you think, what is your prediction? Because you can see that the last time, or maybe as I can't, maybe you're just deeper. I think you're just kind of playing safe right now.
Well,
so my point is, you know,
is there any other way that one can play?
Yeah, so now you see that Talib Ahmed Bensouda came under the UDP ticket, and at the time, obviously, Barrow was on friendly terms with the United Democratic Party. And then now he's the incumbent. Then Bakari Badji is going to run under the NPP ticket, where the support that Talib Ahmed Bensouda got from an incumbent is not going to be there anymore. You know, how do you think that will affect the process?
Well, the interesting thing here would be the NPP element.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's really it.
Yeah.
We realized, remember, during the National Assembly elections, people thought that the margin of victory, the president's margin of victory in the presidential would be replicated, would be reflected in the National Assembly elections. It didn't happen. So it will be interesting to see what's going to happen in the council elections and the mayoral elections and the areas council. It will be interesting to see what happens. How much of a voice, what is really the weight of the NPP when it comes to these elections. Yeah, so that will be interesting. It appears as if, from what I can gather, it appears as if people think that, or the NPP think that, the person who's got the best chance to dislodge Talib is Bakari Badji. Possibly so. Some people are speculating that he's taking a huge risk. Already he's a minister, and now he's going to risk it to go with an incumbent that people feel he's strong. He's a strong incumbent. But somebody else perhaps pointed out to me that it might look like he's taking a risk. It is very, very possible the president could have said to him, okay, go and stand. You don't make it, come back and continue being a minister.
Let's see how these things unfold.
Well, you just never know. You just never know.
For me, if I am to say something, I believe maybe Bakari Badji is confident of winning.
Okay.
You know why? He is now with the sitting president of the Gambia, and you know, normally it is very difficult for sitting presidents' parties to lose elections in Africa. It is very difficult. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it is very difficult. He contested previously, and he lose. You know, so now he's coming again. I think he is confident he's gonna win this time.
Being confident is one thing, winning is quite another. This is what I said earlier. If that had been strictly true, then perhaps the president should have swept the National Assembly. It didn't happen.
Yeah, that's why I said.
So we can't
this is
judge
really
based on that.
That's why I said.
We do not know yet.
And also,
so this will be a good test. This is really what the point is. It will be a good test to see how far, how strong, how nationally popular, really, at that level.
In these areas.
The NPP is.
And we have seen, looking at the National Assembly, we saw how majority of the seats from the NPP came from upcountry. We saw that in the Kanifing municipality, Serekunda West, all these places. It didn't happen. It wasn't looking good for the NPP. And remember, we're talking about Kanifing municipality. So we cannot really bank on the fact that, oh, it's the president, that he's going to have it the easy way.
Because in these elections, the individual matters.
A lot.
I think we got that
because
from the
level.
National Assembly elections. The individual contestant, the individual candidate, and the person's relationship with the locality. I think these things matter much more than other considerations, as it were. Though I accept your point that an incumbent has so many advantages in many ways. One grants that yet it isn't that simple. There are other important factors that the electorate, people who are going to vote, are going to take into consideration.
And I'm happy that you mentioned that, because that is all about it. The fact that it's about community level, households in particular, heads of families matter in this particular election.
Wards and stuff like
wards
that.
And stuff. It's about kir to kir instead of dikabi.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. And you know why most people are pointing at Bakari Baji's intention to run for the mayoral election is he is a minister as well. I mean, what is going to happen to his position? Maybe it's going to be an agreement between him and Barrow. If I didn't win, I will come back.
We're not sure about that.
Yeah, so maybe. Yeah. That's why I said maybe.
Oh, we're simply speculating.
We are speculating.
But, well, yeah, why not? You know, when it's allowed to speculate in the absence of facts, you know, we just look at sort of how things stand, you know what I mean? We just look at the landscape and look at certain considerations, as it were, bearing on the matter, then we try to add the dots together.
And also, judging from history, we've seen Fatoumata Jawara. We've seen Fatoumata Jawara who actually had to go for elections for the National Assembly. She couldn't make it, and she had to come back as a nominated member from the NPP.
Yes,
so you never know how they play their games.
Yeah, that was quite fascinating.
Yes,
to most of us, we thought, wow, how can you do that? The electorate have rejected this person,
and you bring
but you have forced this
person. I think
we
are leaving something out. I mean, I listened to one Bakari Baji's interview. He said, my party want me to go and contest. It's not like he said, I want to go and do it. It's the party that said to him, okay, now why not you go and contest in the name of your party? You understand? So there is, at least maybe there will be an understanding, there will be, you know, an agreement before he leaves his position.
Well, let's see.
NPP know what they want to do, let them do what they want to do, right? Let's go back to Kanifing municipality. I mean, for people who have been following the media, it looks like Talib Bensouda has been very busy doing this, doing that. So what would be sort of the bones of contention? What would be really the sticking points in these elections and in KMC? It will be quite fascinating. Perhaps it will boil down to personalities, as it were, Bakari Baji versus Talib Bensouda, or perhaps you may have another person, a dark horse, coming along. You just do not know. There are so many ifs, so many uncertainties.
Yeah, but I think it's high time for people to vote for competence. I mean, let's take a look at the people that we are voting for. I mean, what have Talib Bensouda addressed when it comes to KMC? How successful have he been when he was mayor? And, you know, I think those are things that people should look into. You know, if at all the promise are not being fulfilled, you know, I think it's important for you to have another option as well. That's what I think, Mr. Boge.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what most
people
think.
Although most people don't think that way.
I think most people think that way, actually. Look, very soon the hostings have virtually begun, so journalists will put them to the task, ask them questions. With Talib, what have you done? Why should we vote for you again? And with Bakari, well, should we vote for you? Why should you dislodge Talib? Exactly. So all these questions will come up. The debates and interviews and all the rest of it will be on, and voters will decide in the end.
Voters will decide. So now it's just a matter of civil society doing the needful to talk to them about what to look out for. It's more than just what people look out for in Gambia.
How do you make them become interested?
That's the thing.
We know that the turnout, we should be worried about
the
that.
turnout, and also
lower voter turnout, and that sort of thing. And here, what can you do? You just give people information. In the end, the basis on which they're going to vote for one candidate or another, that's their personal choice. Nobody can really reach there.
Yeah,
so
but it's about educating them.
Well,
for example, telling somebody that, for example, if there's an incumbent, check the figures. You know, things like that we do not do here, where, you know, wax nga ne kii def na li waaye dem nga seet ko fa si li fa nekk. waxuma dang ko mëna dem seet waaye duñ dee request xam nga dañ war a normalize ñii di génne seen financial statements yi ñu xam li faa xew loolu dafa important
waaw ba pare man I would like to focus on comme nit ñi génn ñu dem vote it's very important because gis nañ the National Assembly election the voter turnout was very bad you know so xam naa ne bu nekkee ne yow bëgg nga change ci sa maybe sa place I think you need to go out and make that change. Why normally I think in the Gambia ñun presidential election lañ gën a téye as moom moo nekk election bu ñu war a génn ñu vote. The number of people that comes out and at the same time the number of people that vote when it comes to these council elections and mayoral election is very low.
Yeah, absolutely. So moving on, President Barrow urges legal personnel to be ethical as well as professional, and on the other hand, still on the legal year, here on the editorial is the legal year and the constitutional reform process. Did you watch the legal year? Because we yeah, it was live on QTV yesterday. Yeah, what's your take on this?
I watched part of it. So here you mentioned what
the constitution
absolutely process. That's what.
And the beginning of the legal year. And congratulations to all the individuals who have been called to the bar as well.
Yes, absolutely. That's the next big event.
Yeah.
The Constitution. So we're gonna wait. What is it gonna be like? 2.0, the Constitution 2.0. The first one couldn't go through the National Assembly, which was a surprise to us. You know, after spending all that money, we thought that it was just going to be a shoe-in. It turned out that there was that curveball that we didn't know. So absolutely. So this time round, how are we just going to take out the offending clauses in the old one? Are we going to go through the whole process again? Do not know. But we've been promised that before the next election, presidential, we will have, within these 5 years, we'll have the new constitution. That's the next battle.
Yeah. I'm glad you call it a battle.
It's
a continuous one for that matter.
But this is it. This is what happens.
But obviously we have to reach a compromise, you know.
Absolutely.
We need for things to change. I'm more concerned about the social aspects of the Constitution.
For instance, what?
You know, issues such as sign language interpretations. But obviously people like me, things that we are looking at, it's different from what politicians are looking at. Things that will favor them, you know. Things like that, because we've done a lot of stories on QTV where we've said that, oh, if the draft constitution was passed, then this and this change will happen when it comes to social issues, you know, so some of those things.
I am not sure if that is how it happens.
It doesn't though. That's why I'm saying people like me will think that way when it's not even close to that.
We've got so many things in our laws.
Yeah.
The problem is what they call the crisis of implementation.
That's the thing.
Or implementation efficiency.
Yeah.
We are not very efficient in that sort of thing. That is really the heart of the matter. So you can have all things in your constitution. But for us, it's important that we have a new constitution, really. Because the old one, the 1997 one, is just, well, come on, it's like pig's breakfast of all sorts of things. I've heard lawyers saying stuff like, it's got so many contradictions within. So we really need to have a new one. Whether we're going to implement or not, that will be a separate battle. We'll take care of that. Yes, it's a battle of its own. And we can be going to the courts and be testing all sorts of decisions. I think this is exactly how reform will take place. It's going to be piecemeal, gradual, occasionally going to the courts, so, you know, the media pressure. This is how changes will happen in the longer term. But the idea that you're going to have one sweeping change done at a particular time, it doesn't work like that. It's never going to happen that way.
Never.
It's just one step at a time, one step at a time. It will take a few years.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very long transition.
Yeah, it's a long one. Why, Mr. Bodning, could I have my teacher?
You just have to be realistic.
But
you have to be realistic about society.
Well, sometimes I'm going
dafa métti nit ñu ko dee bu mu yomba Mr Mbodj na métti na métti rek affaire si xam nga ñun métti lañ xam dañoo jànga di métti wi.
life mel nii kenn decide kenn choose ko de.
wax dëgg
waaye dafa mel ni nii lañ ko seetloo daal.
waaw
nii la lay doxee.
nii la mel
so that's all it is.
and te nii na mel si yeneen dëkk yi soo defee studies di nga gis transitional justice si yeneen ak yeneen dëkk.
so long.
very long.
That's how it is.
Very long. But thank you so much, Mr. Mboch, for joining us on the newspaper review. It's always good to have you here. Always something to learn from. Suma lifine tuuti defaral ma lu ne tamit dama xam ne ok dama war a adjust fii nii la war a mel fële ne la war a de mu ne ma yow da ngaa ñëw fi nañ summarize story yi understand da ngaa summarize nu mu gën a gàttee rek Mr. Mboch suma story si mu ne ma nii rek na mel nii mu ne ma baax na thank you so much. We will go for a short break and we'll be right back.
Espas Motors is the largest and most modern auto service in the Gambia. Espas Motors is the only authorized dealer in Sherry, Mercedes-Benz trucks, Mercedes-Benz buses, Kia, Ford, Futon Mini and Midi buses, Futon trucks. At Espas Motors, we have qualified professionals who use modern technology to diagnose and repair all brands of motor vehicles. Espas Motors services include auto sales, auto repairs, vehicle painting, availability of high-quality spare parts, towing services. We are reachable at any time. Call Espas Motors on 352222 353-4444 or locate us on the Bertel-Harding Highway. Espas Motors. Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertel-Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's
by Komene Woni Network Burado Holorede ko Lady Gambia do QCell continue a dangol on internet service Holorado ko Lady Gambia do e 4G plus internet speed on men innama no yawi tenon kadi no holora watu kala dula e QCell. Double QCell SIM card Johnny Yahuka QCell customer care center ji ko lady do fina fitoroda odo 4G plus internet yawudo ko lady Gambia do fi hebgol hen ko labi ida wawi nodude QCell customer care e 111 QCell suñu bas menen udditi lawol si wobbe jokki.
Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. And now, Ebrima, our conversation, mom, suñu boss la, bi buboka suñun la, conversation bobu la ñoo amsi, as we're joined by Ebrima Jobe from the Agib Bank, and we'll be talking about the mobile app that has been launched by Agib. Mobile app, obviously.
How comes I did not get the app on my phone?
Yeah, you should. You definitely should.
Madam Brikamo Bakena Munemana, app is a phone. I don't have the Agib app.
Oh, you should.
Well, the fact is, but we're happy that Agib Bank decided to take this very timely and needed step of having a mobile app and making it easy for their customers to check their balance and access just everything that they need just using their mobile phone. Thank you so much for joining us, Ebrima Jobe.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
All right, so tell us, what is special about this app? Because, you know, most banks in Gambia have mobile apps, and we're already used to using mobile apps from other banks.
Exactly.
I mean, customers who are watching. Man, Agib Bank rekla use.
What is more fascinating?
Yes, what's the special element? Yeah. What are the features of this particular mobile app that we can all benefit from?
Okay, thank you for having us here. Mr. Balde and Jay, it's a pleasure to be here on behalf of Agib Bank. It is very important that we make financial transactions easy for all of our customers.
Right.
You know, we had customers that have been telling us we need to have a mobile app because you know they can't be going up and down all the time. So our main focus here is to make sure that when we launch the app, we make everything easy for our customers by saving them time, energy, and resources, because it is difficult to be going up and down from one branch to another, you know, paying fare here and there. So we thought, let us come up with this app so that they, in the comfort of their homes, they can do whatever they need to do using this mobile app.
Yeah.
And it's not only about financial transactions. Even when you need a checkbook or an ATM card, you don't need to go to the bank to request for it. You can just do that straight from your app. Even with account statements, you can request from your app. So we have tried to make everything easy, not just financial transactions, but all these other elements, very easy.
Exactly. I mean, other apps are there. You should be able to do transactions to other financial institutions.
Sure.
Can you take us through that? Do you have that as well?
Yeah, sure, we do, and we charge a very small percentage when it comes to that, depending on the amount that you are sending. We have had this question a lot of time, and there is one thing that people need to know about the app. You don't need to pay to use the app. Once you download and install the app, that's it. You don't need to pay any monthly charges. That's free.
It's free for you?
It's free for us. So the only time that you pay is when there is a financial transaction. And like I said, for small amounts, let's say, for example, $1,000, what we charge is 0.50% for that transaction.
Ebrima, but I mean, there are apps that you know, even if you use them, you have them on your phone, but you cannot use them. I mean, sometimes you will try connecting to your app, and it won't work. Is that the case for this one?
No.
So you don't. I don't expect you to tell me that's the case for.
Well, I would have been bold enough to tell you if that was the case. But what we took our time really to make sure when we come out in the best possible form that we could. We have other built-in features, but now we are saying, okay, let us start from here, make it available to the public. As time goes on, we bring in those features so that everything will be much more easier for everyone.
The reason why I ask, I don't want you to sit here and people will be watching. Agib TV and Agib, they are all one. So, I mean, I want to go straight forward. I mean, I want you to give us all that the app does.
Okay, thank you. And let me start by how you could download, install the app, and the registration process. You have to have an Agib account, which is very obvious, as we all know. And after that, you enter your account number, that is the BBAN with the 003 and then the account number. Then you enter your TIN. But this TIN has to correspond with the one that is in the system. We have had those issues here and there. When the TIN does not correspond, then it becomes difficult. It has to correspond, then you enter, then you are sent an OTP, that is a one-time password, to the number that you used in registering the account, or an email for those that are overseas. You know, when you're in the Gambia, it's easy. It can be sent to you, any GSM network. But when you're abroad, it is the email. When it is sent there, you receive the OTP, after which you set in your own 4-digit PIN. Then from there, it starts. You can, like we said, pay utility bills. You can buy gas power. You can buy Q power. You know, you can view your mini statements. You can request full account statements, you know, from, let's say, January to December. All of those you could do, and you would also provide an email that it will be sent to after it is printed. So all of these things are available in the app. Like I also said, you can request checkbook in the comfort of your home, ATM card, without having to go up and down here and there. So we just made sure that we simplified banking in the most possible form.
What about the top-up?
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, you could.
You can do it on the app.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So how are the ATMs going? Because sometimes you use your phone, right, to have that TIN. Is that same? Because other banks have that.
Yeah,
do you have that too?
Flash cash. Yeah, I
yeah,
understand.
for Nanakala to that, my flash card.
Yeah.
Gadem, you just put punch if you do not have your ATM.
Yeah, we have.
Xam nga lolu suy am tamit dafa fekk xaliss nek ci ATM bi naka sen ATM
Is that a cardless transfer?
Wa moy cardless
transaction?
Wa naka sen ATM bi mba deger na because legi nit ñi bëggu ñoo téye xaliss.
Yeah, sure.
People just want to go to ATMs and remove money, but the disappointment is you go there and there's nothing there. I just hope Agib de musuma dal nak way ndax duy dal nit ñi musuma dal xawma nak
am na points yo dé dem am dé fekk ay 200 sa ka nek ci ATM té ñun xam nga ñun sometimes dañoo bëgg withdraw 500 ak yoyu nonu at the same time fekk 500 neku fa jey you know. So I think those things too should be put into consideration.
Yeah, sure. You know, this is why it is good to dialogue with customers, because at the end of the day, you know what they face, and you work on making sure that those things are fixed. Yeah, for the ATMs, we try by all means to make sure we always have cash in them, so that people could, exactly. Yeah, we have had them.
Halis am du ATM Agib halis du faya. Xam nga rek customer ya wax li du ñun duñu dal sa ñun fi lañ ci kër gi lañ bo.
Wa no understand nañ, but am customer rek la mëna do. So ñun ñoo leen understand, and we always put at the back of our minds that customers are always right. When they claim something, we have to make sure that we put it in place. So we are doing everything possible to make sure that all their claims are taken care of.
Okay, so there are steps to ensure that there's always money.
Sure.
See ATM, CIU. And also, this is backed, the app is backed by a strong technical team to ensure that you use 1, 2, 3, move them down. You don't want things like that.
No, more than like I said earlier, what we did was we have a lot of built-in features. But what we said was, look, instead of going all at once, let us take it one step at a time. If we come up with this, let them use it. If we know it is stable and it's okay, then we come up with the orders gradually.
Wow,
we
so
develop
we
as time
trial
goes on.
phase.
Exactly, something like
wow,
that.
you buy gradually.
Exactly, and then we evaluate, we monitor, evaluate, and with time we come up with the different features that we have that are already inbuilt.
Wow, tey man suma bëggee suma waree ubbi account for the first time. Lana tax duma dem si beneen bank ma war a dem si Agib. Bank si bari nañ si dëkk bi de te poids yi emuñ de.
Torop.
Waaye nag lu tax ma war a bàyyi ñooñu yëpp ñëw si Agib.
No, Agib, it's special in many different ways, like I told you. Remember, Agib, we have different kinds of accounts that people want to operate. It also depends on the one that you want to operate. For example, when you come to Agib now for a personal savings, it is there, which we don't charge anything.
Okay.
For example, if you had $100,000 in your account, if you go away for even 10 years, when you come back, it is the same amount that you charge. We don't charge any maintenance fees for saving accounts. Yeah, we don't. For salary accounts, it is just ledger fee, $57.50 per month, and that's it.
Okay.
So for our ATM, you buy it for $250 and use it for 2 years. It is only when you want to do a transaction that you pay. $5 is per transaction. Okay. That is when you use our ATM. But when you go to the ATM of another bank, you pay $15. Okay. Now, for the checkbook, you buy it for $300. When it is finished, you buy another one. It is as simple as that. No going up and down. And like I said, there are other banks that normally charge for their apps. You use it and pay monthly. For us, it is free.
I even want to talk about that cross-transaction for ATM on other banks. You know, sometimes you go to other banks, you want to access your Agib bank account on their ATM, and it's a problem. Do you engage them time to time in order to strengthen that? Because sometimes that's a headache, you know?
Yeah, we have had that, like I said earlier. Customers always come up and tell us the difficulties that they face. And we have been working tirelessly with these banks, and most especially GamSwitch, to make sure everything is taken care of, because GamSwitch is like the focal point when it comes to interbank transactions and things like that. So yeah, we have been working and making sure that everything is put into place.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, thank you so much. It's
well,
good that...
Do you have a suggestion, something like a suggestion box or a number to report anything?
Yes, we do. When you go to all of the branches, we have those. And the account by branch managers, easy access. When you want to talk to them directly, you are given that privilege.
Amazing.
You go and meet them, talk to them, tell them what your problem is. We have our very competitive CSOs that always listen to customers, because like we said, the satisfaction of our customers is our priority. And we always want to make sure that we save them time, energy, and resources, not going up and down. Sit in the comfort of your home, make a phone call, and then you are taken care of.
All right, that's it. Sit in the comfort of your home, make a call, and you're taken care of.
It's your investment partner, baby.
Wow. Yow nak dañ la wara sagal nak yow.
No,
so they brand ambassadors.
No, Agib mom fokk rek ñu ñëw.
And you know, it's good to, he's the retail relationship manager. You know, they have a young team, mashallah.
In fact, you know, we are happy. Gis nga Ebrima, I said it the other time, money. Like, I think this is what they needed before. I mean, you know, previously been here, I know how it works. I mean, when it comes to media, they were lacking.
Wow.
But why gis na Ebrima, it's very active. The contact, so I think
amazing.
this is good.
Yeah,
this is what we need. This is 21st century, baby.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, we need exposure all of the time. People need to see us, hear about us, and know about us.
Yeah, I'm happy you are doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Agib Bank, for launching this app, and I'm looking forward to downloading the app. So ko defé man tam ma am app bi.
How come I don't have
luma bëgga jarul ma use ATM card. Dama dem danka
But I'm using an A10S. I hope I can be able to. I'm not using an iPhone.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You
can use it. iPhone amut kumba bu am de kumba bu amut de fi dal. Mobile bo am de.
All inclusive.
Lay fi dal. Phone bu munta use internet rek munta am app.
Exactly.
But app bi mun na mo dem. Xamna ne nak man ma ngi amé phone bu seer xejna. Ya ngi amé banati nga ne.
I bought my phone 4 years ago. So
yo
mun na ko la. So du bëgg jël phone bu seer. Waaye anyway, mun na mo dem si fu nekk as long as am na internet. Waaw, so suñ paré ñu try ñu download app bi. Su ko defé ñu use app bi mu gëna yomba. But thank you so much, Ebrima, for joining us, and we are looking forward to the other features that will come, because they're just taking it step by step as we go, looking for more. So we'll just go for a short break, and when we come back, the program continues. Don't go anywhere.
Do your banking the smart way with the new Agib Bank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Agib Bank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Agib Bank, your investment partner.
QCell, GSM company minna yirwa tariata Gambia Bankoka. QCell la 4G plus network ya banko bela mura. Andung ala internet o tariata sidula saba katambi nyongola. Saun sahin, yesta 335 kumandi. Yada di kemuna fang 4G sobe ola. QCell, Gambia la network lanna yari on.
QMoney is back again with its easy-to-use, secure and convenient mobile app that allows you to carry out all your transactions. No matter where you are or what time it is, you can always access your funds. With the new QMoney app, you can cash in and out, buy credit, buy QPower, shop, make payments, and so much more. You can also send QMoney, pay bills, receive international remittances, and transfer cash to others. Just download the app from your Play Store or App Store and get started. For more information, call customer care on 133. QMoney, Sinu Calpe. We innovate, others follow. Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at QCell Building at Caraba Avenue or at Boost Turntable. Contact us on 333-217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm.
Welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. So today we have a little bit of a switch, and it's okay. Sometimes dañoo duggee fi génnee fi xam nga rek fu ko nit ñi foogutee rek nga génnee fa.
Janax dafa war a
Janax day
bari
bari pax.
Waaw.
Ah te ñun dañoo bari pax bari fu ñooy génnee. So
You know what Janax is, Buba?
Janax day bari pax.
Lan mooy Janax? What's Janax?
You know Janax mouse?
Ah, okay.
Skank man squeezy.
Am I hype lady?
Skank man squeezy.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You look cute.
I look cute.
I love your outfit. I love your
He
outfit.
looks jelly calls today.
No, she looks Zulu.
Yeah, Lord. Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about representing the African culture and breaking the barriers.
And
because in Gambia here, it's about, you know, you have to follow a specific trend.
Yeah.
Why come nimo ko here? Sometimes nga neka trendsetter.
No, I'm proud of what you're doing, actually,
What?
because the looks you blending and combining. You know,
Danga send trend why?
I love this woman, man.
Okay.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm Skengwa and Sweezy, and with me in the studio today, we have an old school artist. He started music 2003, and he's still doing it, man. Welcome to the show, Librator.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. You looking all fresh,
Come
all
on,
dreamy.
man. Nah, so we did do it now. Thank you, bro.
I know, man. Yeah, so
Yeah.
take us through your career, bro. I want to know about you a bit. Because when you started doing music, I was a kid by then. I was still going to school. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
But yet still you enjoy it. But just take
Yes.
us through your career, bro.
Yeah, to everybody that know me and to those who don't know, I go by the name Librator from Brikama originally. Started music, I would say developed love for the music way back in 99. That was when, you know, my primary school teachers, you know, made me to sing some.
Yeah, how old were you
school.
by then?
99.
Yeah.
1999.
Yes.
Let's continue from that.
Bobo do fi.
Yeah, I was in primary
Ajala
three.
rek.
Yeah, I was in primary 3 by then, you know.
Yeah,
Primary
by
three. I was
then.
a baby.
Yeah,
I
by
can know.
three.
You were a baby. Not even you. Obviously, I know you were a baby. Right?
Yeah, so you know they made me sing some of the Gambian songs in
Yeah.
like you know in the school programs and stuff like that. So from then you know I started developing the love for the music, the passion, the feeling, and everything. So then I you know started singing with the dancehall masters way back in 2002. Then after that I was nurtured by them. Then after I joined the Inspired One delegations by Rebellion, they call it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just had love for the music, and I was not planning to be an artist or anything. So after that, I recorded my first studio song in 2006 with Malgo Records, Leslie. Then from there, just advancing, doing shows.
From what you've said so far, it's like you grew up in the midst of musical legends from Brikama.
Yes, I did.
So how was it scene like for you people that were coming up with those guys that were making waves by then?
Oh, back in the days, you have to work to get access to them. You have to carry their CDs to the DJs. Okay. You know, you stand by the DJ. When they're playing, you tell the DJ, oh, play track #1 for them. Because back then we had no computers. It's either C90 or CD. Okay. So CDs, we have like 5 tracks, so you have to be there, and then the DJ have to play. You tell the DJ.
So you were more like a fanboy by then.
Yes, you have to work.
Wow.
You're like an apprentice, you know.
Wow.
You have to work to get access to them. So when you have access, like, you know, you ask some questions about, you know, music, how to flow, how to write, how to sing, how to do everything. So, you know, it took me a while, and then you know, I had this C90. There was a beat in the middle of the C90. So you know, anytime, you know, I have a show, you know, I have to rewind, and go to the middle of the beat and give it to the DJ. No rewind, no pull up, nothing. You just play. When it's done, you're done. So those were the struggles we faced back in the days.
Yeah,
now,
I know.
but
now, kids born in 2000 will not understand.
They will not understand.
They won't understand our struggle.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I met cassette when I was born, but I cannot tell you it was like this. It was like.
Yeah. But we started going
what I meant was the video cassette.
In 91. Yun time bo like started.
Maybe if I didn't rent CD.
Exactly. We were into that. That's it.
No, lolu film la.
That was not music cassette.
Lolu film la.
Film la.
Exactly.
Why before CD, sir, cassette,
video
cassette,
yeah, video cassette
like
movie.
there.
Yeah. I was gentleman older than
no,
me.
I'm not cassette.
Yeah.
So now, Librator, what inspired the reggae dancehall thing into you, actually?
Actually, I grew up.
Because I know you should have choose the hip hop thing, because by then hip hop was making waves as well.
No,
because a lot of people were listening to American artists, Jaru, Snoop Dogg, Tupac and others by that time, actually. So, but instead you choose the reggae dancehall thing. What
actually, I grew up around reggae dancehall. Feel like Rebellion was, you know, that was the time he did his popular song and the albums and everything. The whole of the Inspired Ones, the whole of Brikama was into reggae dancehall.
Yeah,
and then, I was listening to reggae too, like people like Gentleman, Jillian Washington, you know the old school reggae, you know. So I wasn't exposed to hip hop, rap like that, cause yeah, you know, I'm still not, even though I'm living in America, but I'm still not exposed to it.
Okay, so what would you say is the biggest tune that you work on during that time?
During that time, I had like a song called "I Know My Way."
You want to give us a freestyle with that?
Ha! You want trouble me, eh? Hey!
Yeah, because I want people to remind and recall, like.
Yeah, because the first song I did was "Why."
Okay.
That was, my girlfriend left me, so I did a song called "Why."
Oh, wow.
The heartbreak time.
Heartbreak time. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but, you know, "I Know My Way" was a song that, you know, that talks about, I know what I want to do, I know what I want to be, no one can intimidate me, you know, something like that. So it goes like this. My struggle never gone in vain, cause in Jaja name me praise, righteousness me try to raise, and evilness me put to base. I know my way, which I wanna go, no one can tell me go this way.
Hey.
I know, something like that.
Well,
that's a long time ago, so.
So yeah, we're going for a quick music break, and then we'll be right back. We're gonna watch this. It's done by my brother right here. We'll be right back after this music break.
Thank you.
When things goes wrong, and sometimes they will. When road get like a hill. When the funds are low and the depths are high, and you feel like you want to cry. Just remember, life is full of twists and turns. Just be stronger. Everything will be alright. No need to rush, no need to force. Just no time, this the master. No need to rush, no need to force. Just no time, this the master. Brother, hold on. Don't you ever give up now. Sister, be strong. Your days will surely come. storms will come, trials will come, by his might you shall overcome. Brother, hold on, don't you ever give up now. Sister, be strong, everything will be alright. No need to rush, no need to force, just no time, peace the master. No need to rush, no need to force.
Welcome back from that quick music break. I'm having fun in the studio already. And even the boy is having fun as well, man. It's a reggae money. Reggae money.
This is old school. This is a thing for us, man.
But one question though, how did you maintain looking this young still? Sorry to ask.
No, I want to.
Maybe he just has tips, you know, maybe skincare routine.
You want to learn few tips. Okay. So you can answer that and then we'll go back to the.
Yeah,
you hit the gym or
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. Just a stress-free life.
Okay.
Yeah, maintain a distance between anything that stresses me. You know. Yeah, always keeping a smile on my face.
Okay.
Positive energy, good vibration.
Yeah.
Eating good food, drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, man.
And minding my business. You know.
Minding your business and drinking water.
A lot of it.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really want to know about your production aspect as well, because I know you're a producer.
Yes.
And I want to know about your label as well. I want you
Yes.
to take us through that. Actually, what inspired the production part of you as an artist as well?
Yeah. After being in the game for so long, you know, from Ebrima, then I moved to the US, studied. I have my own career that I do aside from music, but the love and passion for music wouldn't let me stay away from it.
Yeah.
So after then, you know, I've been doing shows, a lot of shows back there in the US with Afrobeat artists.
Yeah.
Then I changed a little bit from reggae, dancehall to Afrobeats, which helped my career a lot. Had a lot of connections with different artists and then producers, stuff like that.
I saw the love song you did.
Yeah.
That's a nice one as well.
Yeah, that's one.
That's an Afrobeat love song as
Yeah,
well.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
You know, you guys always play it. You know.
It's one of our favorite songs.
Yeah,
as well.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
after then I'm like, okay, now I feel like I can do a lot more behind the scenes than being an active artist.
Yeah.
You know, because of my experience, I experienced both generations, the old school,
And new
as they
school.
say, and the new school. So I feel like I can do more work for the industry being behind the scenes than being as a forefront artist. So I have a label, Librator Music, registered in the US. So I'm working with a couple of Gambian artists behind the scene, doing production for them, working with Singate Freaky Joe.
Yeah.
I guess you guys know him.
Big
Yeah,
up,
he's my
brother. Big up. We're proud of what you're doing so far, man. I'm not going to lie, man.
Yeah, so recently I have a rhythm. I handpicked 5 good Gambian artists based outside
For the rhythm.
for the rhythm. Gambian, like they can
What's
sing.
the name of the rhythm?
Manifest Rhythm.
Okay, is it out yet?
Yes, it's out yet.
Okay.
They're good singers because like we outside, we feel like we don't get the exposure, the chance that Gambian based have. So I'm like, okay, I can do something for them. So I have Mela Black, he's in Texas, MLB, Germany, Ghetto Soldier, Spain, this guy, Librator, me, you know, I was there, and then J-Matic. They're all talented Gambian artists. You guys can check them out everywhere.
For me, right now, what you're saying is like your focus is more on people that are based in Europe. What are you planning to do for the Gambian people as well?
No, actually my focus is also based on Gambians here.
So what's the plan for Gambian people as well? The Gambian artists that are upcoming, they want to record, they don't have a proper studio to record into, they don't have proper they cannot pay the money to go to proper producers to record and, you know, have their songs mixed and mastered properly. Are you having any plans in setting up a studio in the Gambia as well?
Not actually setting up a studio, but I'll plan on being the machine behind it.
Okay, like you want to have your own label in the Gambia to sign Gambian artists, that's what you
Not
mean?
to sign them, but I don't believe in signing.
Okay, what do you believe in actually?
Supporting.
Okay.
Yeah, guiding them.
And how would you be working with them, because you're not based here actually?
I have people who are here, you know, who can work with. You know, we're in the age of social media. We have the emails and everything, calls, everything. You know, I've been actually doing that for about 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with a couple of Gambian big artists that I won't mention names, but they know, I know. We all know.
Nice, man. So actually, I want to ask this. You know, I ask these people all the time. I ask people all the time this question because I know you don't live in the Gambia. You're not based there. You lived in Europe, in the US actually. So to you, actually, how would you say the Gambian scene, the music scene, like sort of?
There's no music scene, bro.
What do we have?
We just have cabals, and then we have cabals, and then
What are reasons of you saying that?
Yeah, we have cabals. We have like gangs. You know, like if you don't belong to this group, you don't belong to them. They don't actually. So I don't.
It makes sense somehow.
Yeah, I don't think we have an industry yet. We have individualisms, and then everybody trying to walk as an individual to make it.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't have an industry yet.
So what you're trying to say is like there's no collective work in the music yet.
Nah, that's not.
And what do you think? What would you? And what do you think was the reason behind that actually?
Ego, pride. Everybody want to make it and leave the other one behind. Everybody thinking of their own self instead of working as an industry. Yeah, because everybody's I.
Yeah.
There's a less we.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's always like that in the industry, actually.
So that's the fact, man. They know.
Yeah. So what's the plan for you, bro? What's the plan for you this year? Because I know actually you're in the Gambia, and I know you're here to work. You're here to have fun as well. But what's the plan for you specifically? I want to know about that.
For me, the plan is to build up artists. You know, I have chosen 2 artists that I'm working with right now. We're doing behind the scenes and underground works to make sure like their projects are successful and get the best exposure they need as an artist. So I'm doing that.
So how would you say the U.S. industry, how skeptical is it for people like you that are based in the U.S. but are still into music?
Actually,
are you still selling songs online?
Yes.
Selling shows as well?
Yes, actually. My market is very good because you know my strength is Afrobeat. Okay. So the Nigerians, the Cameroonians, even the Americans, they love Afrobeats. But I released 2 albums, and they're doing good numbers. My last album is called The Better Man.
And how many songs are from the album?
About 15 songs.
Any Gambian featuring artists on it as well? Do you feature any Gambian artists on it?
No.
So it was just you alone doing
me.
your thing?
Just me.
I guess we're running out of time, Jennifer, isn't it?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, but before we take a leave of you, man, obviously it's Bala's birthday. So we need a surprise.
We need a
control room. Let me have my beat.
Control room, let's have the beat.
Let me
Am I joining?
Trust me.
Give us the beat. It's your birthday.
It's Bala's birthday.
Oh, give us the beat.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Give us the beat.
Come on.
This is my birthday. It's everything, man. We're giving you the reggae dancehall thing this morning. Hey. Drip gang.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. Have some fun. Go and chill. Drink some good. Hey, take some food. Hey, not to waste. This is QTV. Best TV in a Gambia. Librator say so, nobody says so. Now me say up, nobody goes say. Hey, QTV. Best TV. Hey, QTV. Hey, best TV.
How many old artists in the studio?
Yeah, they all are. Thank you.
Happy birthday, bro. More life, more blessings.
More life, more
Keep being you, bro. We're proud about you.
Trust me, man.
Keep being you younger. Keep being you.
And before I take a leave of you, man, my jacket is from DJ Nix. Link him, man.
You see this guy now.
He's gonna get something like this for you, man.
Yeah, you're
Don't be
looking.
surprised.
That's from Nix?
I'm looking drippy, man.
You
should be by my side. It's black.
Okay, let me change. Switch places.
You're married, Bella. You should go after him, man.
But anyway, we're wishing you good luck. And, you know, we're happy about the analysis that you've made about our industry. The fact that we all have to come together and work together if we want the success that we need. But thank you so much and good luck. We'll keep following.
So from my end, till I come again tomorrow, don't forget, man, stay tuned because we're having STB Boy in the studio tomorrow. Yeah. Bye-bye. So
with all the fun, now we're going to shift our attention to the IEC as they prepare for the local government elections. We'll be joined by our representative shortly. Don't go anywhere. You're used to after click, we do not come back, but don't go anywhere.
We are coming back this time.
Stay there. We're coming. Yeah, we're coming back.
Medicalia is a high-quality clinic from Europe, which is now in the Gambia. Do you have an eye problem? Do you feel a hearing difficulty? Medicalia is here to ease the pain for you. The first and only hearing aid dispensing facility nationwide, where patients can be tested and treated to recover from their hearing loss. Fitted with latest generation equipment, our doctors can provide healthcare assistance for eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Common diseases like glaucoma or diabetic retinopathy can be diagnosed and followed up for fast and correct treatment. Make your appointment with the eye or ear, nose, and throat ENT specialist today to relieve any pain you might be feeling, as consultants are available daily. Contact us for more information. Visit us at Tropic Shopping Center near Senegambia from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day of the week, or call us on 503-4411 or 7767-123. Medicalia, premium care, personal touch.
Sunyu Bundle. QCell's Sunyu Bundle is the fastest, most reliable, and affordable bundle package in the Gambia. Whether you work, go to school, farm, or simply surf the internet, Sunyu Bundle is the best package for you. Get bundles from 20 megabytes to 13 gigabytes by just dialing *303# to subscribe and start enjoying the cheapest internet tariff on your favorite social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and many more. So jump on the Sunyu Bundle family and get connected with the best data packages at affordable prices. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyu Bus. We innovate, others follow.
QCell suñu bundle mooy bundle package bu gën a gaaw ànda kóolute te it gën a yomba bundle package yi yépp si réew mi fii bu nekkee yaa ngi sa liggéey kaay si school bi ci tool bi duga rek si internet bi suñu bundle moo gën ci yow mun ngaa jëfandikoo bundle doore ko 20 megabytes ba 13 gigabytes dialal *303# nga dal di bànneexoo internet tarif bu gën a yomba nga duga si Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp ak lu bari dawa léegi nga bokka si njoboote suñu bundle bi pour nga mun a connect si data package bu gën a yomba pour am si lu leer koolal QCell customer care si 111 QCell suñu bos ñoo xaali yoon bi ñeneen toppa.
That short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. So now, Ebrima, let's shift our attention to the local government elections. We're now joined by the Director of Communications and Training at the Independent Electoral Commission. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Mom election cycle su jotee rek la fi di ñëw election cycle day ñoo seet si nag su dut election day ñoo seet si because we're all partners be coming around just to say hi to us even when it's not elections. The papers are saying that 15 February the nominations form will be out. That is said by the IEC. That's what we saw.
Yes, very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
So can you delve into that further?
The forms, okay, we just start with the election date. That's the key date here.
Yeah.
Elections for the councillors would be on the 15th of April. And then we'll be having two. We'll be having for the councillors April 15th, and then for the mayors and chairpersons on the 20th.
Yeah, so we will just interrupt you there while we just put some few things together. So Ebrima, like you said, local government elections is as important as presidential because municipalities have a huge role because they're directly linked to the communities. We are talking about the legislature, the parliament. We talk about how people do not take it seriously. Either do not take it seriously or think that they are meant to do certain things that they are not meant to do. Ñoom seen role mooy ñu def laws in place, but the wards, the community at community level, ñi ñooñu gën a jege.
Ñooñu ngeen gën a interact.
Exactly.
I think it's important for people to be sensitized these things. Da nga gis ne comme local government elections yi ak yeneen election yu dee as election yu ndaw la. At presidential election. In fact, I think these ones are even more important. You know, why we have our boss from the IEC here.
Yeah, so you were talking about election dates and how we have to.
Yes, very well. So once again, just to remind Gambians that elections for local government elections, that's for the councillors elections, would be on the 15th of April, 2023. Then we have the other one that's for the mayors and chairpersons on the 20th of May to 2023. So we have the two, but in two different dates. And then when it comes to the nomination process now, it will be kick-started on the 15th of February, that's this month. So this is when candidates or aspirants can walk into any IEC office to collect a nomination package. Of course, this is a package in which we have all the forms, you know, for you to fill and all that. But of course, one thing we have to make clear is that the form would be collected in the regional offices of the region that you want to contest. For example, if you want to contest in Kanifing municipality, then you need to go to the Kanifing office. If you want to contest in Janjambure, In Janjanbureh region, you go to the Janjanbureh office. So I think this should be made clear.
So what qualifies someone, what qualifies someone to contest for this election? I mean, we just want to avoid every Tom, Dick and Harry to go collect a form, and we have seen that in the presidential election. What should qualify you?
Yes, I think these are basic. For the councillorship, the qualifications are: 1, you have to be a Gambian; 2, you have to be a registered voter; 3, you have to be able to speak English. So there is no academic qualification.
Even if you speak broken English?
Very well.
Yes.
And just be able to speak English, and then to be able to communicate in the English language.
That's true.
And of course, you.
But who determines that? That's why he's asking that question.
Exactly.
Well, there is no career, there is no WAEC doing that, or there is no TOEFL, you know.
Because I mean, we have seen the nomination for the presidential election. I mean, we have seen people came to the IEC premises, and they were, I mean, you know, listening to them. It was horrible.
But that's not for us to decide. That's the point.
But we are the people out there. They were talking to us, so we know.
Yeah, but we have no control over that. Exactly. So that is where the role of the IEC comes. They filter.
What is the qualification? Momuna, if you can speak English.
You should be able to speak English. But
maybe
even why English? Why not Mandinka or Wolof or Jola?
To me, Lulu, it's discriminatory. To some people.
Exactly. Why not Arabic or English?
Or any language.
Or Manjago.
Wow.
Anyway, that's a qualification that you have to be able to speak English. So that's basic. And of course, there is no yardstick for this. Of course, there is no WAEC doing the test, or there is no TOEFL, you know, coming in. So it's a basic. Once you can be able to communicate, I think that does it.
So you determine.
You determine that. So good morning, morning. How are you? I'm fine. Right?
So for we need to set a particular criteria. Okay, then you legi. So kepa ko nga xamne da nga run for a mayoral position, you need to get at least a BA.
No.
A BA.
No, this is for the councillorship. Mayoral be amna benen set of qualifications.
Amna qualification.
Qualification. So let me just go through run through the councillorship. For the councillorship, 1, you have to be a Gambian; 2, you have to be a registered voter; 3, you have to be able to speak the English language; 4, you should be ordinary residents within the area you are contesting. And also, you need to provide your asset declaration. This would spell out what assets do you have.
Right.
And then you should be able to declare, have a tax clearance that you don't have tax liabilities with the council or with the Gambia Revenue Authority. You should also be able to pay a deposit of $1,250 as a deposit, which of course is refundable based on certain conditions. Also, the person should also be supported by at least 75 voters from within the ward he or she want to contest in. And of course, if the person is working in the public sector, he should be granted what is called a leave of absence for 1 year without pay. So that's for the mayoral, that's for the councillorship. So almost the same applies for the mayoral, except that one, in terms of the age, for the councillorship, the age is 21 upwards. For the mayoral or chairperson, the age is from 30 years and above. And when it comes to the qualification here, we have an academic qualification, which is the person should be at least a secondary school graduate. Here we're talking about senior secondary school. I think that's grade 12 from at least upwards. And then also, when it comes to the deposit, for the councillor is 1,250. For the chairperson or mayoral, it is 2,500. So all the other qualifications
are the same.
Remains the same.
Yes. So what are you when are you starting your sensitization campaigns? Because the earlier the better, considering that voter apathy can be registered in instances as such, because we see how much Gambians or not even just in Gambia, just individuals have the concept that the presidency is more important than some of these other positions. So what are you doing to ensure that there's rigorous campaign to educate the public?
One thing we have to say that I think local government elections, like the IEC, we always make this comment that it is, in fact, the most important elections, because this is the election of the grassroots. You're able to elect your representative directly from the grassroots, and they can be able to serve you with the various services you need. So for IEC, local government elections are one of the most important elections. So of course, with regards to the sensitization, I would say these have already started in earnest. Of course, we do this monthly stakeholder consultation with the stakeholders. This is on a monthly basis that we engage members of the political parties, members of the media, members of the civil society organizations, so that they are aware of the process, they are aware of the latest developments, in the electoral process and all that. So it is ongoing, and also we also have other engagements with other stakeholders, including the political parties, the police, the media, the election observers, the civil society organizations, in which we train them on the process so that they are fully aware of the process, so that common election they are all aware of the process and they can fully participate effectively in the process. And of course, other engagements with the public would also be forthcoming. We already have adverts on the website. Also, we'll be rolling out more programs in the nearest future. Of course, on QTV and other media houses.
Sure.
So the issue of people from Bangul to Basse to Koina to Fatoto, Nyamanar, they are all aware of the election date, the 15th of April, and so that they can be able to fully participate in the process.
So what about people that lost their voters' cards? Do you have a special maybe a day for them to go and...
Yes. For lost cards, we have a window opened for them. People who lose their cards can go for a replacement. But of course, we try to, it's not too good, because we think the card is given to you free of charge for the first time. So we expect people to handle their cards properly. But notwithstanding, if somebody's card gets lost, is burnt or damaged, so there is a window open for replacement of such cards. This is from the 31st of March to the 7th of April. So it's a small window that we open to enable people who lost.
Okay,
it's a good one.
I have a doubt. I want you to clear.
Yes, please.
Now I'm from Basse originally, and I want to contest for Basse, for example. But I registered myself in Lamen here. That's where I voted. That's where I got my voter's card. So how am I going to go with that process to go and vote in Basse again, if I want to contest for Basse?
Yes, to contest, we have the political rights are two. You have the right to vote, and you have the right to contest, or just to be voted for.
Yeah.
So among the two, like as part of the qualifications, it's a blanket qualification that you have to be a registered voter. You have to be a Gambian, one. Then two, you have to be a registered voter. So if you are registered in Kanifing, and you want to contest in Basse, very well. But then the only disadvantage here is that you cannot vote for yourself. But then in terms of qualifications, you are qualified.
You can be voted
all right.
for.
Okay,
So maybe you will lose one of your own votes.
That's my vote.
So how about the issue of election observers? Is it going to be as strong as the ones we saw during the presidential election, having international observers come as normal?
Of course, we hope so. The Commission opened up the applications to be invited, have already been invited from the 16th of February. No, 15th of January. We've already opened the applications so that media houses, that's the media, and also the election observers, they can apply for accreditation.
Okay.
So I only hope QTV have
we are always on top of issues. So I'm sure
very well.
I'm sure they've taken care of that.
Very well. So media and observers, they've been invited to apply for accreditation. So of course, this is both the local media and international media.
Okay.
And even with the observers, it's both the local observers
and the
international observers.
Okay.
So we hope it will be something like that.
Yeah.
Because guess what? During the presidential election, I think there was a record number of observers that flocked
really helped
into this country.
Yeah.
And then the National Assembly, in fact, there was also a lot. So we hope, again, the local government, can be a replica of that.
Exactly. We hope so, because we see, like you said, that even helped. They weren't any questions, because these are people coming from the international community to say the election was transparent, free, and fair.
Absolutely.
So I hope that we have the same thing, so that we have a very smooth process as well. But good luck. I know it's not easy sometimes to put things like this together, but hopefully it will be done, and then in 2026.
20?
When is the?
This slab in 2027 now.
Okay, 2027.
With this court ruling now, I think it should be 2026.
Okay, 2026.
Yes.
Okay.
No, 2027.
2027.
Because it's every 4 years or something.
Okay.
But I think with this court ruling now, it means that the next National Assembly in 2027 would be on at the same time with local government.
Okay, it will be done together.
Yeah, so but that may be a topic for another day.
Yeah, but I think that favors the IEC. What do you have to say in relation to that quickly?
Yes, very well. In terms of cost, it's very cost effective.
Okay.
But however, in terms of logistics,
it can be difficult.
Yeah, it can be difficult. That's right.
Okay, it means then you just need some form of expansion then when it comes to the commission to ensure that these things are done.
Yes, one maybe expansion, and two maybe the mode of voting.
Yeah.
We've been using the ballot drum and marbles. Gambians love this.
Yeah.
It's very transparent, and it served the Gambian people very well. But hopefully by the next cycle, I think we will be thinking of going ballot paper.
Ballot paper.
So with that, I think we can have more elections, on a single day.
On a single day. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to have you here. Why sometimes they romba nak duñu nuyu sudut election. Election ba election lañ la dee gis. Ñun dañ am coffee bu neex ci kaw.
Ci kaw.
Waaw.
Waaw dama romba fii de waaye bale dama ko dee gis nag always nag. Waaw dama ko dee tooñ nag.
Dama ko dee tooñ. Thank you so much. So this chain, very beautiful, Ebrima, is provided by IB Eyes Gallery, the Gambia. So she is at the mall. She's
Does
at the
she
mall.
have chain for men?
Her number is 5943660. 5943660. 5946660. Thank you so much. I really love it. It's absolutely amazing. Just go to the Tropic Shopping Center, and with this number and with the details, you'll be able to reach her. So till we come your way tomorrow with another interesting program. Bye.
Bye-bye.